Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another story time on this channel. Guys, today we have yet another, yes, you guessed it, a dating app story time. Just lock in and get ready for this ride because I really think it's about to be a long one. I ain't even about to waste time. I'ma just get straight into it. Once upon a time, I was on a dating app, right? You scroll, you swipe, you heart, whatever. Y'all already know the deal. I matched with this one guy. This one guy matched with me. He messaged me. And when I opened the message, okay, so like at first he had sent some kind of compliment. My cat just fell off a chair. For a little bit more context on the dating app, I'm not sure if all dating apps are the same, but like you could put a lot of stuff on your profile like name, age, occupation, are you religious, where you work, the stuff you're into. And I'm tired of playing with these people. Like I used to put like, oh, spiritual but not religious. And I put atheist on my profile because I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, finding someone who is more the better, more in tune with what I believe and not going to try to make me believe something else. Boom. So that's what was on my profile. So this is context for what he said. He said something like, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful. All I saw was a second message because I immediately thought he was trying to be smart. So he says, you're gorgeous, whatever. Second message, he's like, no offense, but if you're an atheist, I don't understand why you're rocking the cross. And this was the cross in question. If you guys have seen my videos before, you know I wear this symbol a lot. It's called an ankh. How are you in a religion and you don't know what the symbol looks like? Does the cross have a circle? Or does it... Okay then. Ankh is a symbol from Africa that represents the birth portal, balance of masculinity and femininity, key to life, all that stuff. Very nice meanings from the motherland. I like it. I wear it. I'm like, it's an onk. I just sent it's an onk like with an emoji. I'm not even responding to the compliment because I'm like, is he trying to be smart? Like, is he trying to be smart for real? Like, I don't know. I don't have any patience these days. And so he replies and he doubles down. He's like, well, like I said, I didn't really care. Like, I was just curious, but oh, okay, like, cool. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So it was like it was low key weird vibes from the beginning, but I'm not gonna lie, I did think he was attractive. Thought he was attractive. So I don't know how, but so I feel like he felt the vibes for me and he basically just continued the conversation and seemed like he was just trying to, win me over, plead his case. Like he's just like, oh, but yeah, whatever. Where you from? Where you live? He asked me if I lived at a very specific place. I was like, cool, whatever. I guess he wasn't trying to be rude, so I keep talking to him. And I'm like, no, I don't live in this area. I was like, why do you? Because he was actually fairly close to me on the dating app. But he was like, no, I actually used to live out there. I'm here visiting someone right now, but now I live in this county. Oh, we gotta give this dump boy a name. It's all gonna make sense in the end. We're gonna call him Tom. I know I used Tom in one of my most recent story times. That really had no relation. It relates. So Tom is like, yeah, like you're so pretty. I'm not gonna lie. Like I moved away from there months ago. I wasn't even gonna DM you because you're so far, but like, I don't know. I just felt like I had to. Whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, you should. Like what? What? I'm like, okay, whatever. So we chat, we chat, we chat. And as always from the dating apps, like if these men don't just straight up ask for your Instagram or number, they ask for something like some kind of, oh, show me this, where like you can't really send pictures on the dating app. So yeah, something like that. I think about like when I started my hair, when I started my locks, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I'll show you a picture on Instagram. So he's like, okay, bet. I follow his Instagram, he follows me back. Although he said he used to live in my county, we don't have any mutuals or anything like that. Instagram doesn't give weird vibes, gives quiet to himself vibes. Like he hadn't had a post in like a year. And I was like, okay, cool, cool, chill. So I think the first day that he got at me on the app, it was like nighttime ish. So now this is the next day. Tom, Uncle Tom, that's foreshadowing, only lasted about 3 days till he had me picked up. So like the second day, we're talking more in depth where I'm like, okay, so what are you looking for on this app? Like, blah, 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 what's your sign? Blah, blah, blah. And like, I feel like I don't want to say like everything was a red flag, but when I asked questions like that, it low key seemed like he was one of those guys who was just trying to like go with my answer. Cause he was like, oh, well, I'm just open to anything, or I'm just looking for whatever, what the vibes go. And I'm like, well, I'm looking for a relationship. Like, I don't get on apps to talk to people for no reason. Like, it's it's gonna go somewhere, it's gonna have some kind of connection, like it's going to be something. I don't need to just have conversations with men for no apparent reason. So it's like when I asked him what he was looking for on the app, it was like, up in the air. But when I gave my answer, it was like, yeah, if you want that, no problem. So it's like, I kind of, my child is being bad. Say hi to the camera since you want to get up and everything. Say what's up. If you see me, then you trying to see what's up. Ski. Thought it was like a little bit weird, but I was like, I mean, I like men who do what I say and agree with me. So I was like, as long as he's okay with the agreement and he knows what I'm here for and what I'm not, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, like he was interesting. I don't understand. Also, this man was older than me, like 3 years older than me. I'm 22, so what this man was like 25. It gets to a point, like I feel like it gets to a point. Um, when I remember this man at the quarter life crisis age of 25 was like, oh, like that's bold to like let me know that you only talk to one person at a time. I said, how is that bold? That's completely normal to get one to get to know one person exclusively one at a time. I was like, what's bold about that? He was like, oh, just like, you know, not everyone says that or whatever. Okay, moving on. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, even though like there's like some things where it's like, okay, like I'm not trying to like judge someone super quick up front. He was a little weird, a little odd. But I like that's my type. Like nerdy black men, nerdy awkward black men is my type. Tom was not, and I figured that out the next day. So let's get there. So the first 2 days he was really cool, really consistent. I think the second day of us talking, he we ended up exchanging numbers and was like, let's just talk on there. And so then the next morning, he was like, "Oh, we should hop on the phone. Talk on the phone with these men before you meet them. Okay? First of all, FaceTime them. Make sure they're real. Talk on the phone. Let men talk. Let them talk and tell them themselves, girls, you don't gotta search for nothing. You don't gotta search for nothing. And this story is proof. So I'm feeling him. He's consistent. I'm like, bet. Yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna call you. This is day 3. So it's day 3. We hop on the phone. Hey, hi. I love it when the first phone call isn't awkward. Like, honestly, like I said, I love when it's not awkward and silent, but like, it's okay if it is the first time, you know, because like, you're gonna know each other for the first time. If it's a little awkward the first couple minutes, you should gotta let the conversation flow. But this really wasn't. And I was thinking it annoys me a little bit because if you guys can already tell from the channel and from any other platform you follow me on, I'm the big yapper. I'm big yapper up in here. I'm the middle child. I'm the little sister. I am the kid who would always talk anybody's ear off. There's a new cousin or new someone at the family reunion. Pass them to Alicia. She'll play with them. Like I've always been that girl, especially when it's like a man. I'll yap your ear off. I'm kind of closed off to people I don't know, but like if this is someone I'm trying to know, it was getting the opposite on the phone. It was like, oh, like he's talking for a super long time, and like I'm not even responding because this is just Mr. Yapper. This is Yap City, and it's like it's not that bad, but why are you trying to be the main character? Anyway, it was just like it again, not a red flag, just not what I'm used to. The conversation was not too bad until we're just talking about random things like why he moved back, why he didn't live in my area anymore, his living situation, do you have siblings, basic stuff like that. And the conversation just gets to a point. Like I said, how the whole thing started, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I barely even saw your compliment when you slid in. I'm like, you know, as someone who's very outspoken about her beliefs and just does not give up and like conform to religious fear mongering and stuff anymore. I'm very used to people coming at me sideways. So I was like, I'm not gonna lie, when you asked about the onk slash cross, I was like, at first I thought she was trying to be a smartass. Like like I said it like as a joke, not as like a bitch. message, you know? And he responded lightly too. He's like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, no, I was just asking. Like, it wasn't even like that. And then he hits me with the, yeah, but not gonna lie, I am pretty religious. When men say stuff like that to me, I genuinely want to laugh. Okay? No shade to the religious people who are chill, who don't bully the queer community, who don't care about me not believing, who are just chill, who like it, enjoy it, and don't try to get anyone else to join it. But to me, a man knowing my beliefs, especially how a lot of men try to get at me because of my platform, where I'm very loud about um, how I believe in uplifting other people who are, you know, have similar beliefs. How can I take you serious if you said you're super religious? You said, "Oh, I'm not gonna lie, like I am super religious." You're super religious, but you're trying to an atheist. Like, boy, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, I remember my first real boyfriend was one of those men with the scriptures tatted on the arm and all that, and would get in arguments with me about not believing in stuff. You got all those tattoos, but you're an atheist. Shut up. Shut up. Like I said, I think maybe I could date someone who wasn't too religious or like agnostic, but what do you mean you're pretty religious and you're trying to get with me? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. So I just let him talk. I literally made a TikTok about this when he was like, yeah, I am pretty religious. Like, you know, on this phone call, I'm cussing a lot. I need to stop cussing. I'm a sinner. I need to stop cussing because of God. I need to get right with God and do what he wants. See, and like conversations like that is why I don't feel like I could be with someone religious. Because what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you want to stop cut? Like, I'm just like, want to stop cussing because you want to stop talking like that. You just want to stop swearing. Cool. But like, it just like genuinely freaks me out that we're having a normal conversation and you're bringing this up, and they're like, I can't do it. But whatever. I like, he keeps talking again. I literally want to ask questions. Like, a lot of times when men, especially, because we know how religious men are and how they like to hold up the patriarchy, say that they're super religious and judge everybody else for sins. Like, as soon as men say that, I'll be like, oh, so you're a virgin? Watch him get mad. So he just keeps talking. Like, again, he doesn't even give me a chance to ask, like, oh, like, because he already knows I'm not, but like, just basic questions like, oh, are you religious? Like, you go to church every day, you blah blah blah. He just keeps talking, and he's like, yeah, but I'm not one of those religious people who, like, you know, um will hate on gay people and stuff like that. So I start to feel like, okay, why does he say that? And then he starts going into a whole rant that says the complete opposite. Y'all stick with me, because I promise it gets worse. So he's like, I don't judge gay people, but this and that, I can be around them, but I don't know. So he starts going. I'm like, okay, I should have knew it. I should knew it. But he starts talking, and I start cutting him off because, like I said, you talking too much. I'm like, why is he giving quiet, discreet, chill on the text, and then why are you yapping so much? Like, boy, let me talk. And so I just start getting into random things. How he's like, he just keeps saying certain things that sound weird. And I'm like, so what do you mean you're cool with gay people? But I'm like, so do you care about their rights? Why does he hit me with like a Cordella and talk about like, in what context? Like,
So, what are your long term goals?
Like, explain.
Your goals long term.
what do you mean by what do you mean by if you care about people, if you care about gay rights? It's a yes or no question. He's like, what? He's like, gay people have rights. Everyone has equal rights. What? Oh, yo, I almost forgot to mention Tom was black too. He was black too. But he also told me he's mixed. He was raised by a white single mother. And if I told y'all where this man lived, if you're from Southern California, you would be like, oh, this is starting to check out. Oh, this is starting to check out. Being raised by a white mother absolutely is giving why you just said, what do you mean everyone has equal rights? So I like now I start getting mad because I don't play about stuff like that. I'm like, what do you mean everyone has? I'm like, you know that the queer rights and transgender rights and stuff are under attack in this presidency. Like, don't act like you don't see what's going on. He's like, it's California. Gay people can still get married. I'm like, you. So he's just like saying little things. I'm like, what do you mean? So he essentially says no. Like when I was like, so do you care about their rights? And he's like, I'm not focused on that. I have other stuff to focus on. Okay, Tom. Like, so I'm like, so you don't care about anyone's rights who are yours because you have too much. Like, if it doesn't affect you, you don't really care. Why was he like, yeah?
It's yeah, it's yeah. I don't even know what to say because
And y'all, just like you see my online presence with these men, I'm not afraid to be assertive with these men up front too. So I'm like, wow, that's a character flaw to not give about anyone else who's hurting, especially as a black man. But you obviously have somebody. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And he's just like, well, yeah, I'm just. So he's just saying stuff where I'm like, this is I'm already knowing I don't want to talk to him because what I need someone who cares and is as passionate as me. Like I can't do the in the middle type person. So I'm like, who did you vote for? After this man wanted to yap my ear off and not catch a breath, talk this whole time. Now why is there a pause? There's a pause. Why are you pausing, little nigga? Why are you pausing? Why he say I I voted for Donald Trump. I said, are you serious or are you joking? Are you serious or are you joking? He's like, wait, because I already know how that sounds and blah, blah, blah. And then he starts going on and it's like, well, because this and because that. And I just felt like if Kamala won, it would have been way too left and blah, blah, blah. It's so funny to me when conservative bitches say like that. Because he started referring to trans people and trans rights, that would be way too left. So someone who's just again not caring about people who are not like you and yeah, who are just not like you, who you can't relate to, you don't care. Boo, character flaw. I'm like, trans people being themselves is too left. Wearing what they want to wear, going where they want to go, having a job, having basic health care, like having rights like you to express themselves, that's too left. Shut the fuck up. So I'm like, oh yeah, like y'all literally, he's talking, y'all, and I'm just going on every platform. I'm going to Instagram, I'm going to the dating app, and I'm just listening and I'm blocking him on every platform. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm tired of hearing this man talk, especially after he just said that. I'm cutting in. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, regardless of what you think, how do you think that's a better option? I'm like, you don't even know how, you don't even care how Trump feels about black people. He's like, what did he say about black people?
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
I wanted to come through the phone and slap this man. I literally gave him one basic fact, and he was like, "Oh no, I never heard that." But when you do research, he's not that bad. I'm getting mad, but I'm still not yelling, y'all. I have perfect self control. I'm like, I'm starting to come off. I'm like, don't act like you've never heard anything bad about Trump. I'm like, stop it right now. And he's like, no, I have. Like, yeah, like I've heard about like the pedophile stuff and how he's like a pedo. And I was like, oh, and you don't care about that? And he's like, well, yeah, I do care. But whoop, doo doo. Goodbye, Uncle Tom. Because what are we actually talking about? What are we actually talking about? And I'm so sorry. I feel like even if you're not American, because sometimes I look at like my data and I see sometimes I have supporters from other countries. If you don't understand this context, this is very bad. Our president is very bad. And for a black person to vote for him is really bad. And y'all, I don't understand what it is with men who try to get with me, because mind you, I'm not the type of person that is just promoting my social media everywhere. Like if you ask, oh yeah, I do it, it's just like if you see it, you see it. Obviously if men like me, they follow me, they're gonna see that, like my YouTube link. So he was like telling me he watched my videos like every other man, and literally made the joke on day 2 of all of this, like, oh, I don't want to be a bad story time, like you're so funny, I like your videos. Well, you are, little, you are. Like if there was any confusion of why that phone call ended, this is your piece. Like, y'all, what is my life? What is my life? Like, y'all, I be in my healed girl era. I've been to therapy and stuff, and I'm like, I'm normally super against ghosting people. I'm like, at least just give them a reason. You know, it hurts to be ghosted. I've been ghosted before. I didn't give up about ghosting him. That is a perfect reason to ghost you. What? Be be so be so for real. So just like Janae said, after that Kenny stuff, look through his phone. No, I'm not playing. I'm like, that's actually so funny. I'm like, he literally gave me PTSD. Is this who we are? Is this who we attract? Because why did he think? Why did what? I'm like, I feel like the next man who tries to get at me, I'm gonna search Donald Trump in their following every time. Because what was that? What was that? The gap between the amount of black women and black men who voted for Kamala versus Trump is very telling from this story time. And if you are a black man or any person watching this, I hope you voted the right way, or you can get off my page too. Because if you didn't, I'm sure you don't see anything wrong with this video. And I don't need you here. I don't need you here. But yeah, guys, that was a story time. Let these men talk. Let them tell them themselves. They will. Like, be careful. I'm like, this man was literally one who was all up my to like, oh, like he said, oh, you live so far, but like, I don't, like you're really pretty, so I just want to get to know you anyway. Like, I'll come see you, blah blah. I'm like, in a few more days, we probably would have been planning a date. I would have went on a date with a Trump supporter. It's y'all. It's that's that's crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.